Coming up on NGU Vision News, vaccine buses roll to campus and COVID numbers continue to decline. Enrollment rates go up for NGU as the freshman class comes in.
And how counseling on campus is helping many students face the semester and the challenges that come with it.
Sports were in full swing this week as Crusaders played both soccer and volleyball, resulting in victories.
And how one cheerleader is back in the game after a few gap years between going back to school. It's all up next on NGU Vision News. Hello and welcome to NGU Vision News. I'm Mary Margaret Ellison.
And I'm Samantha Martin. COVID is still a hot topic on campus. North Greenville continues to do more and find ways to keep students safe.
And as Casey Thomas tells us, vaccine buses are just one way of doing that.
NGU has been taking initiative when it comes to protecting students on campus. Prisma Health and North Greenville partnered together once again for a mobile vaccination clinic. And COVID Task Force member Jared Thomas says the vaccine clinic is very helpful, but the campus still tries to do more.
Our approach has been, let's have a reasoned response to the time at hand, and not make a decision that is just permanent forever, because that's really not how COVID has been, you know.
Along with NGU's COVID Task Force, everyone's goal is to stay safe. COVID is still around, but cases are down, and NGU students hope to keep it that way.
So I'm a local student, so I live like 30 minutes away, and my dad has like underlying health issues, so I just try to make sure I'm wearing my mask, and like I try to like remain 6 feet apart from people, and I try not to like go like congregate in bigger groups. So that's just what I've been doing, and I stay in my room a lot.
As an athlete, they've done really, really well keeping us tested. They've done extremely good job keeping the numbers low, keeping track of the numbers as well, and they've kept communicating to us as athletes, keeping us in check, making sure we're still masking up.
From last year to this year, COVID has been the main topic, but as we go through the year, our campus remains adaptable, proactive, and ready to keep students safe.
North Greenville continues to see positive trends in numbers on campus. While COVID numbers go down, enrollment numbers go up. In the fall of 2019, NGU saw a total of 617 new students, dropping down to 576 in the fall of 2020. But in the fall of 2021, the total number of new students rose to nearly 700. Enrollment numbers on the rise makes for exciting news on campus, but growth only comes when a team works together. We take a look inside admissions to learn how North Greenville's teamwork makes the dream work. Johnson is a sophomore education major who works in North Greenville's admissions office, giving tours like this to prospective students and their families. But she is just one part of a team effort that builds NGU enrollment. And while she walks the campus, others work in different ways.
It's beautiful up here. We like it.
Yeah, you pick a good time because the leaves are turning. Yeah. It's a real pretty time to be here. Well, welcome to NGU Central.
Stops like these on campus tours give students and families the chance to understand what they can expect from the admissions team, and maybe even a moment or two to brag about the university.
In the spring, we had 366 students graduate over in our football stadium.
When Vice President for Enrollment, Marketing, and Communications Michael White joined the university, he understood the enrollment growth had been on a gradual decline.
In my view, a number of things came together, and I say this often, is enrollment is a team sport.
Despite 2 years of COVID restrictions and limitations, North Greenville has defied the odds, seeing a 17% increase in students overall, a goal accomplished through unity in the university's message.
You need to know who you are, be committed to your core values and mission and your vision. And that's something North Greenville has done exceptionally well under the president's leadership, the trustees, the faculty, the staff. Everybody is moving in the same direction.
North Greenville leaders tell us this growth is a blessing to the university and a recognition others value being part of the community.
College students seem to be under a lot of stress because of classes and extracurricular activities, which can lead to mental health challenges. And North Greenville counselors have noticed a rise in students needing help. A college campus may seem to be an easy place to keep mental health struggles quiet, but recently students are sharing what they have kept inside. NGU student Hope Yurgen went to counseling at NGU and openly talks about her fight with mental health.
a constant battle that I have to work through, and it's like a cloud that just hangs over you like all the time with depression.
Coordinator of Clinical Counseling, Steve Bilby, says his schedule doesn't have much free time anymore.
Counseling services here are robust, and we're busy. Some days it could be every hour all day we have clients.
95% of college counselors said that mental health concerns are growing on their campus. While students are walking around campus, many are facing mental health challenges because of classes, social life, and sports. NGU counseling is free for all students, but it is in high demand.
Right now we have people waiting up to 3 weeks to get in.
He says within 4 to 6 weeks of going through counseling, there should be significant improvement, which allows them to keep seeing new clients.
Support animal would be one attempt with everything else to bring stability, to bring, to help the person cope and manage their situation.
Hope has her cat Jinx as a support animal and says she has made a huge difference.
Jinx. I have her here, she's with me. She's like a presence that's always there, so if I start to get overwhelmed with what I'm doing, she can kind of tell.
Bilby says the number is up because students are more willing to admit they have a mental health problem.
It's real easy to talk about, your broken toe and I had to go to the hospital, and something else to talk about my clinical depression.
The number of students admitting to have a mental health issue requires counselors to dig deep into what is causing it and get the help students need on campus. If students are experiencing mental health challenges, there is an online form students can fill out on the NGU website. The clinic is open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday until noon.
When we come back, Graham Lee recaps the stellar performance women's soccer put on this past weekend.
And how women's volleyball's win takes them to the next round.
What if there were a place that you could distinguish yourself, where you could prepare for what you want to do and who you want to be? At North Greenville University, we offer you more than just a degree. You'll have the opportunity to grow your faith, develop relationships with new friends and faculty, and serve others while experiencing a vibrant student life. North Greenville University, Christ makes a difference.
Welcome back, everyone. As fall sports are winding down, the stakes are getting higher. NGU men's soccer took on the Converse Valkyries this past week Wednesday in the first round of the Conference Carolinas soccer tournament, resulting in a 2-1 win for NGU. The season concluded as the Crusaders fell short in the tournament on Saturday afternoon against Mount Olive. The Crusaders scored a goal late in the first half, but with less than a minute remaining in the second, Mount Olive finished off the game with the winning goal, score being 2-1. According to NGU Athletics, North Greenville finished with not only their first playoff win in program history, but their best overall record since 2009. As the men win in the first round to move on to the quarterfinals, the women's soccer team got a first-round bye as the 3rd seed in Conference Carolinas. The quarterfinal matchup for the Lady Crusaders took place this past Saturday afternoon against the Barton Bulldogs. It was a back-and-forth affair in the first half as both teams scored a combined 5 goals. North Greenville got the goals from Faith Needler, Megan Beal, and Molly Platt off of a penalty kick. Into the second half, each team is holding their ground, but in the 82nd minute, Barton tied the game to make it 3-3. The score remained the same through regulation and overtime, which meant the winner would be determined through a penalty shootout. Junior goalkeeper Lizzie Luzzy made a huge save to deny the first Barton penalty taker, and Shelby Shepard's deciding kick ultimately sent the Crusaders back to Florence, South Carolina for the semifinals of the tournament. Women's volleyball also played in Tigerville this weekend, as this was their last regular season home game against the Belmont Abbey Crusaders. North Greenville got off to a great start, winning the opening 2 sets by scores of 25-19 in the first and 25-17 in the second. Belmont Abbey then prevented the sweep, winning the 3rd set by a small margin, 25-23. In the end, NGU won the 4th set 25-18, with Abigail Durham getting 13 kills in 3 digs, Emily Allen recording 10 kills and 5 digs, and our very own Casey Thomas putting up 10 kills and 2 digs.
Wow, it sounds like Lady Crusaders are on a roll this weekend.
Absolutely. They have their last game of the regular season coming up this Wednesday at Lees-McRae.
What about women's soccer? When is their game? Their semifinal game?
Their semifinal game is this Friday at 7 p.m. in Florence.
Absolutely. And when we come back, Adriana Austin tells us about one student who decided to come back to school after taking a short break.
What if there were a place that you could distinguish yourself, where you could prepare for what you want to do and who you want to be? North Greenville University. Christ makes a difference.
As if balancing classes and homework wasn't enough, Adriana Austin introduces us to a fellow student who's stacking one more layer to her pyramid.
She's a cheerleader who's learning how to get back into the sport she loves after 4 long years.
Brianna Cagle is back to the books this year, studying to be a teacher and getting back into the cheerleading routine.
I thought I was going to go into nursing, and I just couldn't get into the program, and I just questioned myself, and I was like, am I not smart enough?
Brianna is in her freshman year at NGU. She started college 4 years after graduating high school and says she must push herself every day to do well.
Since I graduated high school in 2017, I am older, and I feel like I've lost a lot of, not talent, but my skills, and so I have to catch up.
Cheer team says Brianna is hardworking with a heart of gold, in and out of the classroom.
Her hard work and dedication is evident in the way that she does the cheers, she learns the dances.
But I can already sense that she's very much full of life, very fun, and she seems just so happy. Her heart just seems happy, and that makes me happy.
And I just feel like that I'm definitely on the right path now. And I just feel this peace.
Brianna says despite the time she spent away from the classroom and the field, she knows that on and off the mat, her team always has her back. Adriana Austin, NGU Vision News.
It's awesome that she decided to come to North Greenville.
Yeah, it really is. After 4 years, that's amazing.
It is. That will do it for another edition of NGU Vision News. I'm Mary Margaret Ellison.
And I'm Samantha Martin. For all of us on the news team, check out NGU Vision online website for more news. And we'll see you back here next week.
Until next time, North Greenville.